Hey man, how's everybody doing? Should be really good. Our first ever live stream, man. It looks really nice, man. It looks really nice. Before we get to talking, prep things up. Let's go ahead and make sure. Let's go ahead and make sure that the live is actually going. Want to make sure everybody gets a good look. We're gonna get into some Augusta talk today. We're gonna talk about some things that recently just happened this week. We're gonna be talking about some weekly rankings, things of that nature, man. Should be pretty fun to talk about. Gonna probably let it build up some more. Other than that, go ahead. Talk about some hoopers that have recently gotten on our radar and talk about some basketball players um in the position that they are also in when it comes to basketball. For our first live, man, it's not so bad. It's not so bad. Tell me how the camera looks if you guys can. 100%. Butler over Grovetown. Interior Aiden Walls. Hey, what's up, man? All right, looking at the chat on you guys, man. All right, seems like we got a good bit in here. But what's up, guys, to our first official podcast. You guys know that we had it in the underground not too long ago on our channel broadcast on Instagram. You guys said we should do a channel broadcast. And I feel like today is a good time to kind of start it off. Um, we're going to go through some chapters that I like to call them, and we're going to talk about some good basketball that's recently happened, talking from maybe high school to middle school and every other just every other aspect, man. But first off, for our topic list, we can talk about the Grovetown and Butler game. Seems to be a really hot topic right now in the Augusta area, where Zion Smith and Marcus Scurry end up combining for a very good bit to win over 6A Grovetown. Um, very, very good game for Butler. A lot of hard hitters on Butler as well. Sophomore that's also on Butler. I've been doing a lot of research on that team. Other than that, they look really good, man. Marcus Curry looks really good. And Zion Smith, man, one of the best, arguably one of the best shooters, arguably one of the best go-getters in the area, man. It's just he's just one of those players that you need on a team. No questions asked. You give him a role, he'll get it done. He ended up shooting the heck out of the ball last game against Grovetown. It made it really difficult for him, and they end up picking up a good win on the road. Not on the road, but they end up picking up a good win at home. It's really fun to see and very fun to watch. But other than that, other high school areas, I'll give my input on the West Side and Cross Creek game that got canceled. Praise to whoever went through that incident that ended up canceling the game. I really hope that person is okay, and let's just keep him in our prayers, guys. Other than that, that was going to be a really good matchup to watch. I was really looking forward to that, man. I was really looking forward to that. Seeing Dontrell Jackson go at it with Derek Sean in that backcourt with Tajay Hurd. That was going to be a really good game to watch. Watching Aldrion Jones in that front court taking on Braylon Maddox and Jalen Priester. That would have been really cool to watch. Happening today, Evans Middle School ended up taking a championship over reigning champions Harlem Middle School with Owen Viham dropping 16 points, 10 rebounds, and 4 assists in his last matchup today and winning UNL Finals MVP. Arguably one of the best 2029 guards in the area. Very interested to see where he'll be heading to high school too. Some players that we could talk about, man. specifically, we can get in, just teams as a whole. A team that I would like to put my input on. Let's talk about Cross Creek. Cross Creek right now is definitely the team to beat. Only being a 3A school, they have every aspect of what it really means to be a good team, and they have every piece to win a state championship this year. With Derek Sean, finally leading the front, season kind of starting off. It started off a little rusty. You get what I'm saying? But season starting off a little rusty. He ended up picking the ball back up in his hand, ended up taking a lot more pressure off of Tajay Hurd, and Tajay Hurd finally being able to score as much as he does now. It's looking really good. It's looking really, really good. We got to see a lot of Jaden Priest throughout. He recently committed, and Braylon Maddox arguably being one of the best wings in the area. Cross Creek has a very high chance of going deep in the playoffs this year, alongside some other teams in the area. And even looking at Westside, with J2 being out the picture, Jarius Atkinson. If you guys aren't familiar, Jarius Atkinson, one of the highest flyers in the area, man, and very electric guard. He plays with a lot of poise, man. He plays really good. Other than that, you would definitely see a lot of times where, flashes of where you might need him within Westside's lineup. And, there might be times where, some games necessarily you might not. And thing is, it's a lot on Dontrell Jackson. You definitely get to see some players coming up and actually stepping up. Dontrell Jackson being the lead for that squad as well. And, you got Delonte Taggett, can shoot the heck out of the ball, man. He's doing really good, especially for being only a sophomore right now. He's definitely making his mark right now. Westside seems to utilize their youth a lot. And that's not bad at all. That's really good, especially making their bench deeper. What's going to really happen is, man, they're going to be one of those teams to beat, especially that they're missing one of their key players right now. Algernon Jones is doing really good right now. This is the most serious I've ever seen him play. And it really does show that it's really some diamonds in the rough, man. He's a pro. He's an actual pro. And most people, I feel like a lot of people slept on that. He didn't really play AAU throughout his season, so we didn't really get a good look on him throughout the summer. But, even last year, Westside has always been known to have some good stacked teams, man. You got to understand that when you just got to stay down until you're up, man. You got to stay down until you're up. What are your thoughts on everything, guys? You guys know, go in the chat. Let us know, man. What do we think about Lakeside High School? What do you think about Lakeside? Lakeside is a really good school, man. They're really good. I really like how Michael Youngblood is also one of those go-getter players that honestly I like personally. The kind of person that I am, when it comes to basketball, I love aggressive players. I love high energy players, the 50-50 loose balls, wanting to get the last talk, maybe a little bit of smack talking, but respectful at the end of the day to play basketball. It's really fun to watch, and I really do love players, and I really do love watching players play like that. It kind of gets me hyped up, even though it's most of the time that I have to sit and record and, really hold my composure. Michael Youngblood is definitely one of my personal favorites. I really love watching this game and how he's come so far throughout his high school career right now. Playing behind Bryce Rainerson, also playing alongside Ty Jones, and now that he finally has a bigger role, it's definitely, like I said, one of those players where you just can't sleep on him. You got to pay attention. You got to pay attention, man. Got to pay attention. Let's see what we got here. Creek was scared of the belt. What does that mean? Cross Creek is too young to make a deep run. But here's the thing, though. If you want to talk about young teams now is the trend. That's what you want. Because if you got a young team that can make a deep run and they can consistently come back throughout every year, that's what you want. That's what you want to keep. And having a young team is the trend now. Let me explain. Back in 2022, yes, 2022 or 2021 going into 2022. Remember Malik Ferguson, Markel Freeman, Franquan Sherman, Darion Reed, and you had DJ Douglas. Young squad, they were all juniors. Made a state championship run. They ended up taking down Wheeler, ended up taking down the number one player, Isaiah Caller back then. And you got to understand, having a young team is what it necessarily that most people, that's what they go for now. You want a young team because recruiting now is way harder than what it is. There are coaches in college who literally have to recruit their own players back. The transfer portal is bigger than what it is now. You know, what I've always said, in my personal opinion, was that college is the new league now. College is the new NBA. Yeah, don't get me wrong. The NBA is the NBA, but college is the new NBA now. That's the new league. High school is the new college, and middle school is the new high school. You got to. And you're completely right. They depend too much on Tisby and Sean. That's why I say they're too young. But Reed was special and had size. And you know what? You do have a point there, but at the same time, we got to maneuver it kind of to the facts a little bit here. Cross Creek, knowing the program that they have, they're just not going to throw anybody on varsity just to throw them on varsity. Derek Sean put up some really good numbers his freshman year. For Sean Tisby also did as well. And what he's doing right now, being a very good key player for Cross Creek, he's doing outstanding right now. Of course, the goal is just to get good and get old. And truthfully, that's what it kind of looks like, man. Reed was a game changer. Reed, in fact, was a game changer. That whole team had a size. Point is, though, they were young. And there were also other teams in the area that were young. Westside was a young team. Other than Kaylon Hudson, Amari Tillman, and J-Lex Ewing, other than that, you still had DeMarco Middleton. Who else was on that squad? You still had Jarius Atkinson. And even after that, you had Curie Atwell coming in as a freshman. Top 5 teams in Augusta. You guys can go look at top 5 teams in Augusta back on Max Preps. We also posted it on our page. But yeah, though, man, it takes a lot, man. And having a younger team now, that's the trend now. Westside right now, they're a young team. Westside is a young team. Grovetown High School is a young team. That's necessarily what you want to go for. You want to try to keep players as long as you can. And majority of the time, you want to keep a young team. What do we think about Laney? Laney High School is doing really good right now. They are overachieving right now. Laney High School is overachieving due to some articles from the Augusta Chronicle and other platforms. Laney High School is doing really good. Dewan Simmons Jr. is an electric guard right now. Very electric, very good lead guard. Makai Nelson, very good lead guard. And their freshman, Keyshawn Wilson, great, absolutely great. It's like the missing piece that they needed. It's like the missing piece that they literally needed. He's doing really good right now. Laney High School is definitely, they're looking, their first upset was, their first upset was Greenbrier, actually. When they played them in the 100 Black Men tournament. Yeah, man, it gets really good around here, man. The Augusta right now is looking pretty good. What are you guys doing for Christmas, man? There really isn't a lot of Christmas hoops going on, but I hope maybe probably gonna be some good, maybe some. Other than that, I don't really see anybody playing this Christmas. Usually there will be a Christmas tournament for middle school, but normally I guess things change. I respect that, but what happens when they meet a team that with a true guard and a forward, they have no choice but to foul. They have to get strong. 100%. They're a young team. So why get strong later when you can get strong now? And they be getting strong. They be getting strong right now. Lenny has a bunch of high motor chippy guys that fly around. I completely agree. They're definitely one of those Like I said, it's just a team full of dogs, man. It's a team full of dogs, and that's what you need. Evans Middle School was deep this year. In fact, they were, and it's very impressive knowing that they just won a championship without Dallas Mooring. Really good to see, man. Really good to see. Really good to see. Really good to see. Come on, guys. Let us know about something. Talk about the best middle school teams in Augusta. Um, how about West Side? West Side has a really good. They have a really good program. Not DJ Hunter, Coach Hunter over at West Side. He has a very good. He has a lot of good trajectory skills on how he uses his youth right now, especially with Jarius Atkinson being out. If this was just a team as a whole, this wouldn't be a bad team at all. They recently played in a bunch of tournaments. They played in a bunch of tournaments where they played a good amount of competition. You know, playing the Hoop Feast, Hoop Fest, Hoops Giving as well. They end up facing off against McEachern. They also end up playing Cedar Grove. It could be like PQ Sports said, shout out to him, G Dub Williams. He also ended up saying that could be a future. That could be what the future 3A finals look like for playoffs. You get what I'm saying? It's really when it comes to young teams now, 2026, you know, after I've always broken up um like high schools and like brackets, especially when it came to classes, and I like to separate them in eras. This is me. This is me. You don't have to agree. This isn't, you know, disrespectful to anybody. This is completely my opinion, right? The way how I always broke it down, I always broke it down in three major classes, right? So to me, you had 2023, you had 2024, and you had 2025. This was its own era of basketball. This was its own era of basketball. Just like how you had 2019, you had 2018, and you had 2017. Areas of basketball like that in different eras. Usually around 3 years, you kind of get to see like a new brand of basketball that's being made, right? So the 2025 class has always had the short end of the stick. Yes, there were some good 2025s, but it wasn't as electric as the 2024 class, right? Same thing with 2023. That 2023 class, like, it just wasn't as electric. No, it was electric, but it was more electric than 2022. And if you guys want to kind of go hand in hand with that, don't be fooled by West Side's record. They'll be fine because they're battle tested. Exactly. Yes, and that's exactly what I mean. That is exactly what I'm talking about. West Side, they're going to be perfectly fine. They faced off against a bunch of competition. They're going to come back to 3A and they're going to do perfectly fine. They faced off against McEachern. They faced off against a lot of Florida schools, and they met their match. They met their match in the beginning of the season, man. And excuse my language on the Underground podcast, but this is this is an what's the word? This is an exception. A saying that I grew up playing basketball and just hearing up as a whole was, in order to give a good ass whooping, you got to learn how to take one. You get what I'm saying? And to learn how to win, you got to know what it's like to lose. And that's perfectly fine. And that's perfectly fine. Augusta Christian is doing really good right now, man. They're doing really good. What do we think of Justin Beckham? Justin Beckham is doing really good right now in high school. He's doing really good, man. He's definitely one of Harlem's main hitters right now, due to the fact that AJ Williams is out. He's getting a lot of good reps in right now. Chico Bean Productions, man. What's up, bro? Let's talk about 2026 Amari Price. 2026 Amari Price is probably one of the most underrated guards in the area right now, man. He started off hot in the Butler game. Man. Hitting he went 2 for 2 going after that. If you are interested in buying anything from Underground Hoops, please be free to go on undergroundhoops.net. We let everybody know in our broadcast. Make sure you join our broadcast channel on Instagram. We let everybody know where we will be at so we can get eyes on you. Our job here is to give exposure to kids in the area, man, and put them out on standby, man. Feel free. 100%, 100%. Let's get some music going, man. Let's get some music going. Some background music going into space. What's going on, Walk 58, man? How you doing? Looks pretty good. What do we think of Justin Beckham? Other than that, though, man, it's a lot going on in the area. We're starting to see a lot of border battles go on. Laney plays Midland Valley. Actually, we can look at the schedule here. We can look at the schedule here. Feel free, feel free. So I'll be announcing to you guys the schedule that is coming up for this Friday. Oh, guys, let's talk about girls basketball. Sabria Tate is frying right now, man. Arguably, and she's only a sophomore. Raina Burns is cooking at Laney right now. Courtside Lou. If I had a tournament for the holidays, well, no, if you had a tournament for the holidays, what CSRA matchups, players, or teams would you like to set up? Um, hey, Courtside Lou, man, I gotta hand it to you, bro. I I just know, man. You asked some good questions, man. Um, what teams would I really like to watch? I would love to see a guard matchup between Fox Creek and Laney. I really like KJ Sims and Justin Binding. I would love to watch them go against Dewan Simmons Jr. and Makai Nelson. I would love to watch Grovetown have another matchup against Cross Creek. I feel like now that both teams kind of found themselves a little bit, I feel like now is going to be a little better because we kind of saw some mistakes from both teams, and it was early in the season as well. So you don't really get that true. You get what I mean? You didn't get that true identity yet, but I feel like we do have a good identity here. Um, I would love to watch Josie up against Grovetown again. And I would love to watch a healthy West Side squad versus a healthy Cross Creek squad. But if Cross Creek isn't the equation, I would love to see a healthy Harlem squad play against West Side. I would love to see AJ Williams and Dontrell Jackson have a guard battle. But yeah, though, man. Um, let's read out some of these schedules. So coming up Friday, December 20th, it'll be Evans versus Burke County. It'll be Harlem versus West Lawrence. It will be Silver Bluff at Augusta Christian, Grovetown at Warner Robins, Cross Creek playing at Howard, Academy of Richmond County will be playing West Side at West Side. Laney will be having a border battle with Midland Valley, and Greenbrier will be facing off against South Aiken. All of this can be found on Max Preps. Be sure to do your research, and we will be dropping a post tomorrow if you cannot find it. We'll be dropping a post tomorrow, so please have on post notifications. Feel free. It's looking pretty good, man. It's looking pretty good. So let me ask you guys something, man. For our first podcast going on, what guests would you guys like to see? Would you guys like to see some players on here? You guys, let me know, man. Would you guys like to see some players on here? Would you guys like to see some special guests? Most underrated players in the CSRA. most of the underrated players are mainly sophomores, and most of the underrated players are actually starting to bloom now. Zion Smith, looking back at Fourth Takes podcast, I gave Zion Smith a lot of praise before this Grovetown game. I always thought Zion Smith was one of those dogs that you always needed. Really good player, man. He's a really good player. And a bunch of the underrated players right now are mainly sophomores. And there's some seniors and there's everybody in there. But if you guys know any underrated players, man, feel free. Go on. Make sure you guys go on our broadcast channel and we'll be dropping polls. We'll be dropping posts and you guys can reply to them and you guys let us know where we should go. We're mainly Augusta based, so let me get that clear. Courtside Lou. I think Courtside Lou will be a great guest to carry on the conversation. You seem like you know what you're talking about, Courtside Lou. I honestly, you know what, man? Shoot me a DM after this, man. We can see what happens. Should we get Courtside Lou and to be our special guest next time, man? 100%, man. 100%. 100%, man. 100%. Yes, we got one yes so far. Let us know, man. We need to get at least 10 yeses, and we'll get Courtside Lou in the next live for our next podcast, man. I really do appreciate everybody coming out, though, man. I really do appreciate you guys supporting the underground. We'll be featuring 3 games that we will be at, and we'll get coverage on later tomorrow. We'll drop our schedule. Make sure you guys, like I said, join. Go on Instagram.com/underground hoops LLC. What's up, Rashad Tisby? What's going on, man? Make sure you guys go on Underground Hoops LLC in our page. Our broadcast channel link is literally in our bio. Who's the best person in middle school in your opinion? Um, I'm not gonna put my opinion on that. But what we can talk about is though Owen Vyman ended up dropping 16 points, 10 rebounds, and 4 assists in the UNL finals, and also won UNL MVP. Thank you to Columbia County for allowing me to cover these games. And guys, now that Columbia County is over, we will now be doing our breakout period. We will now be spreading out now. We will be going to middle school games now. So any middle school, any Richmond County kids that you guys know, feel free to let us know in the comments here, in the chat here. We are also live on YouTube right now. Feel free to let us know, man. And tag us and stuff, man. We see stuff, man. We see stuff. Tobias win. Um Tobias win tonight was definitely it was an ugly performance. It was a very ugly performance. I definitely was expecting a lot more, especially with it being at home. Um, it just seems that Evans Middle School came ready to play. They came ready to play. And, as much as it was a good game, a lot of things could have went either way. But it is what it is, though, man. Next time for you guys, we'll be sure to go live on Facebook for you guys as well. Other than that, though, man, how do we feel about Cross Creek? Who's the leading scorer for Harlem Middle today? CJ. I wish I had his full name. But CJ right now, he was the leading scorer for Harlem today. He ended up finishing with a very good bit. But we do have some film on him. We'll drop our take on CJ tomorrow. We'll end up having some posts ready for you guys. Now that we're gonna have more of a break period, due to us having a lot of games to record and us having to come out. B Rob, do we make good mixtape? Do we make team mixtapes? We in fact do make team mixtapes. If you want to, if listen, guys, if you guys want to purchase anything from the underground, feel free to go on undergroundhoops.net. You guys can look at our services there, and you can also book. And our team number is also in our Instagram. Just simply go to contact, and the number is right there. In our email, or shoot us an email. Glen Hills Middle School, best middle school team in Richmond County. Definitely hear a lot of names. Middle school, I know Hepzibah right now. They have a very young team. They're leading pretty well. Let's see what we got here. How do we feel about Tobias? CJ Christian Murphy. Appreciate that. I appreciate that. Yes, Christian Murphy, 2029. Christian Murphy was the leading scorer for whatchamacallit today for Harlem Middle School today. Get some music. We just beat Hepzibah Saturday. Curtis Baptist, man. Trayvon Wright is doing a lot over there, man. Alongside Will Trez McKinney. There's going to be a lot going on very soon. Other than that, man, let's go ahead and show off some of Owen Vyman's elite mixtapes, elite performance today, man. He did really good today, man. He did really good. There's levels in things like this now, man. It's just levels in things like this now. You know, college is the new league, high school is the new middle school, and middle school is the new high school. No. College is the new league. No, yeah, college is the new league. High school is the new college. What's your opinion on the Grayson versus Grovetown game? I think GT played great for being an underdog. 100%. They played great. But one thing that I can tell you, though, that first half is what messed them up. You know, it takes a big toll on the team going in as an underdog. They played really good. MJ Curry did really good that game. You know, he definitely showed up and definitely got to see sophomore DJ Postel show up as well. Braylon Maddox. So let's go ahead and show some of Owen Vyman's highlights today at Evans Middle School, taking a win in the championship in the UNL Finals. Get it. 100%, man. Owen was a great player, man. He was a great player, man. Let you know, Owen Vyman, man, we see you, man. Congratulations on your win today. He attacks the paint at a high level and is a sleeper shooter, 100%. Let's look at some of these comments that was just recently dropped. DJ has been on an uprise recently. He has been on an uprise. Guys, DJ Postel, is going to be an elite point guard in the near future. Going into his junior year, I'm expecting a lot from him. Grovetown makes some of their free throws and layups. That's a different game. 100%. 100%. First half, Grovetown missed 8 layups. And they did not shoot too well from the 3. But they end up coming back, though. Congratulations to everybody on that Evans squad who ended up winning. Shout out to the number 1 defensive player that you guys will see later on. We'll be dropping a post on it very soon. But Nathan. Arguably the best defensive player in Columbia County, only being in the 8th grade, guys. Make sure you guys go check out his Instagram. His name is Nate Speedy. Guys, he did really good. We are Harlem versus Cross Creek. We should have a cameraman there. If I'm not there, then there'll definitely be somebody there. We're gonna get coverage on everybody. $100%. We're gonna try to get some. Gonna try to look at some film here as well. Try to get some good film on here as well. 100%. DJ has been on the uprise lately. 100%. Is there any players that we should know about that we haven't checked out yet, guys? Let us know in the comments right here. Let us know. Deron Dunbar Jr. ended up dropping 1,000 points. Not 1,000 points. He didn't end up dropping 1,000 points. But he hit the 1,000-point mark last night in a very close matchup against Great Collegiate. He did really good, man. He did really good. Ended up dropping 1,000 points, man. Deron Dunbar, Augusta. Why don't we do private schools? Truthfully, we want to get into doing private schools, actually. We hear a lot of names in private schools. Definitely one of our biggest enterprises, Isaiah Walker. Currently at Westminster. He does really good. Curtis Baptist holding Jalea Terry right now. She recently hit her 1,000-point mark. Congratulations to her. And Augusta Christian, Tyshawn, Bryce Rainerson. We're trying to get a good hold on the Horse Creek. Game. What about Community Christian Academy? The middle school boards are top 1. And for private schools, I'm definitely going to go check them out and do my research after this. Byron Fields, heard of that name before. I have heard of that name before. Jeremiah Castleberry. Guys, feel free, man. Like Darius McKinney, GHMS. Some good names being thrown out there, man. Some really good names being thrown out there. Class of 2029, David Whitaker being named the number 1 8th grader in Georgia. Burke County having 2028 DeQuavion Levet being top 50 in the state. Congratulations to him. $100%, man. Like I said, let us know, man. Talk to us. Talk to me. How do we think Jensen Anderson did this season? Jensen Anderson being somebody who just recently came into public school. We ended up doing a background. He did really good this season. He definitely put a lot of high school coaches on alert on who definitely could get a hold of him. Recruiting is definitely going to be taking a lot of places, and it's going to be interesting to see where he goes to high school to. What's up, Makai Nelson? How you doing, man? You and your Laney squad are killing it, man. You're killing it. Yes, we will be recording AAU. Underground Hoops will be recording AAU. But Justin Anderson did really good for his season. He did really good for his season. %. Want to get the chat back open. Guys, feel free. Guys, please go subscribe to us on YouTube. Evans versus Harlem Middle School highlights will be dropping. Markavion Jones at Thompson High School is doing great. Guys, I do not have Richmond County Middle School schedules. Please feel free. Guys, matter of fact, actually, if you are a middle schooler and you are in Richmond County, you are looking to book a mixtape, or you just want us to let us know your schedule or team schedules, guys, or if you know all the schedules, please feel free to email us the schedules. Send a picture of it, because we don't have them. Help us help you. Help us help you. Do we know about Riverside Middle School? Riverside Middle School, they were definitely one of those underrated teams. They played more of a unit. They played more of a unit in basketball, which was really good. Greenbrier got some good role players coming their way. And they got some good hitters coming their way. They got good basketball players as a whole, not role players. They have good basketball players as a whole. We're going to close the live out at 10 o'clock, guys. So anything that you guys want to say, feel free. Let us know. What's up? Let us know what's up, man. Let us know. Feel free. Please go on Instagram. Go to our Instagram. I'm going to let you guys know now. Instagram is the platform that we are most active on. We are most active on Instagram. So you may not get replied to. So your best bet is to either go to contact and send your schedule to our team number under contact, or go to Underground Hoops with 2 G's at gmail.com and email your schedule to us. Oh, yes. Guys, middle school rankings for Columbia County will be dropping tomorrow. Top price. See, and our team number, see. Hey, whoever just sent that, shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. Whoever just sent the whole schedule, shout out to you, man. If you guys don't mind telling me, what week is Richmond County Middle School basketball in right now? What week are we currently in right now? Okay, December 7th. Okay, December 19th. So tomorrow. So we're going to shout out some games here for tomorrow. For Richmond County Middle School. Hephzibah will be playing against Tut at Tut. Pine Hills will be playing at Bel Air. Freedom Park will be playing at Murphy. Richmond Hill will be playing at Glen Hills. And a bye week for Hornsby. Then after that, we will get in to week 6. And then playoffs will be Not resurrected, but they'll be played into. So these next 2 weeks, we will be doing our best to cover Richmond County basketball, especially for middle school. And now that middle school is still going on, come to a Murphy game. Who does Murphy play tomorrow? Freedom Park at Murphy. We will see. Well, listen though, man. Christian Murphy at Harlem Middle School, man, played a really good game of basketball. Coming from how he was starting off with Georgia Heat Elite, shout out to them. Shout out to Georgia Heat Elite guys. Make sure you guys go follow him on Instagram. Christian Murphy definitely was one of my personal favorites. Definitely one of my personal favorites. High player, plays with intent, man, just very high energy, man. Things that high school coaches love, man. He just does little things. He's only going to get better. Amari Price, welcome to the live, man. Jarius Atkinson, welcome to the live. Shabria Tate, welcome to the live. Anything that you got to say, we will be closing this live out in 4 minutes. Let us know, guys. Did you guys enjoy this first podcast, man? For our first podcast for the Underground, man, I definitely put a lot of thought into it, especially looking at the broadcast channel. It seems that you guys definitely been looking forward to this. We're going to be more structured. We're going to be more structured next podcast. We're going to try to have some guests. We're going to try to have some players come in as well, man. I really do appreciate everybody coming out. What's up, Jarius Atkinson? What's going on, boy? What's that kid's name? Who sent the whole schedule? Hey, man, I want everybody to give Jeremiah a round of applause. He followed directions and literally sent the whole schedule. So for everybody in Richmond County for middle school, he got everybody covered. We're going to be trying to cover it for the next 2 weeks, man. Shout out to him. Round of applause to him. Anything that you guys got to say, man, go ahead, man. Closing out this live, we'll be playing some highlights from some very memorable moments. Featuring Deron Dunbar Jr. Not Deron Dunbar Jr., but Deron Dunbar dropping 1,000 points. Not dropping 1,000 points, but on his accomplishment of hitting that 1,000-point mark. He ended up making history at North Augusta High School. Where he is the first player to hit the 1,000-point mark in 2 decades. So if you guys can, his Instagram is Deron Dunbar. Make sure you guys go show him some love as well, man. He's making history. He's an Augusta University commit. Make sure you guys go show him some love, man. Going on here, man. We're going to be closing out this live with some highlights. I appreciate everybody coming out. I appreciate everybody who ended up coming into the live supporting, and everybody that stayed to watch. And even if you did join and come back, even if you did leave, I still appreciate you guys for tapping in, man. Thank you to my viewers on YouTube. Thank you to my viewers on Instagram, man. Let us know. We're going to be dropping in our poll maybe around later tonight. We might get a post up. Other than that, make sure you guys go follow us on Twitter. We're going to be giving out more write-ups on Twitter. Thank you to everybody who ended up coming out, man, especially for our first podcast. You guys are more than just followers to me. You guys are more than just followers to the brand. You guys are our community. So we can give you guys the top content and high quality content coming from the Underground, man. We're 40K strong right now. 50K on the way, man. Other than that, thank you guys. Thank you guys for coming out. It means a lot to us, man. It means a lot. Like I said, our next podcast is going to be way more structured. We're going to be getting more into into everything, man. Especially over Christmas break, we're gonna try to get some more special guests. We're gonna try to get some players over. We're gonna be talking about some more sensitive, not sensitive topics, but more, more topics that that can necessarily have spread your opinion on everything. All right, Jarius, man, stay safe, man. You gotta give me a follow so I can get with you, 100%. But all right, though, guys, I really do appreciate it. We're going to be cutting this live out featuring Deron Dunbar on his accomplishment hitting, whatchamacallit, hold on. We're going to be closing this out on Deron Dunbar and his 1,000-point performance in a very close matchup against powerhouse Gray Collegiate. There we go. Going to be getting some more film up here. We're going to also be featuring Algion Jones. Shout out to him. Closing this out. And we're going to throw one more player in there, guys. You guys choose whose highlights would you like to see closing out this live? Whose highlights would you guys like to see closing out this live? Appreciate that, Jonesy. Zion Newsome, top 10 in middle school basketball player. 100%. 100%. He had a hell of a season. I got you, coach. Who would you guys like to see for this last? If you guys know that we have a highlight reel on them, feel free. Let us know. I guess who I will choose. Host of reels coming up. Oh, yeah. And shout out to Amari Tolbert. Gonna throw some Dallas Mooring in here. 100%. I hope you guys have a great night. See you soon.
Yeah, strap. Yeah, yeah. We don't do content. Run it all times 10. I'm for pockets filled. bad lip feeling. Scouts all on my brand new rings, I'm tryna make them feel in it. I was real in the city, still real. Yeah, he gang, but he ain't ganger, I wouldn't split my pill with him. Dumb there still a stack, you was tryna make a meal with him. When I call you twin, your eyes, my eyes, I promise I gon' spin with you. I hit dirt bestie too, they whole friendship. I'm throwing foes and pouring foes, you know I can't be. I hit the club with a special dough, you ain't even know it open. I went flat broke so many times, couldn't tell cause I ain't sure. I'm such a rock star, man, it's rips and all my clothes. The gang is tatted, I'm responsible for your dead homie. Good at in there thuggin', think they'll tell on me. I'm sitting first class with dope in my bag, they saying I smell funny. I'm killing the game, it's all on camera, I need me a bill bounce. CBF.W, my taking some. I'm in blue handle.
Basketball.